Hi everyone, welcome back to 40 Plus Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing Coke Stevia. Is it good for people with diabetes or who are pre-diabetic? I'm going to run a few blood tests. I've been deemed pre-diabetic myself, so I think I'm going to do a measured test and then we're going to find out if it affects your blood sugar versus how much original Coke will affect your blood sugar. Sound good? One thing I wanted to mention before we get everything started is that this video is not sponsored by Coca-Cola. I'm not affiliated with the company in any way. Also, I'm not a doctor, so this is just my kind of my own little experiment in the, something that I do to try to control my sugar levels. But if you're dealing with diabetes in any way, you should always check with your doctor, especially for diet plans and things like that. All right? Okay, so let's start off with the blood test. Just gonna clean your finger, make sure there's no, because some of the soaps that you get nowadays have triglycerides in them, and it can actually affect the reading of your blood sugar. So it's better to kind of clean it with rubbing alcohol first. .2, which is kind of high. Okay, so now we're gonna pour out our 250 milliliters of Coke Stevia. Okay. Now, so according to the label on this, for one 500 milliliter bottle, which this is, so I'm drinking half of a bottle, it has, 50 milligrams of sodium, 0 calories, and 1 gram of carbohydrate, but there's no actual sugar listed. When you compare that to a classic Coke, 200 calories, and then 55 grams of sugar. So quite a huge difference. Now I don't know if I can drink all of this at once, but all right, we're gonna wait a half hour and then we'll check back in. All right, it's been just over half an hour, about 31 minutes. So I'm going to now test my blood sugar again. I've already cleaned my finger and we're gonna just see what the result is. Exactly what it was before I drank the Coke Stevia. So we're going to drink cola. I think obviously the Coke Stevia doesn't affect your blood sugar at all. To make this a fair test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a day and then do the classic Coke test tomorrow after fasting overnight and everything, so that the conditions are exactly the same and that there's nothing really in my system except for water, and everything's exactly the same as it was today. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Welcome back. Today is day 2. We're going to be testing out the classic Coke, 55 grams of sugar, 200 calories, so that we should see some sort of difference in the blood sugar levels. So I'm going to start off by testing out my blood just to give us our baseline to know where we're coming from. All right. So here we are, 6.6 this morning. And we're gonna pour out our Coke here, and then we're gonna test the blood again. One thing I did notice, seemed kind of weird to me, is that the Coca-Cola Stevia seemed to foam quite a bit more when pouring it out. All right, here we go. Cheers, round two. Oh my God, I haven't had a Coke, a classic Coke, in a long time, and that is really sweet. I think once you get used to any of the diet beverages or the stevia, it's a little bit harder to take the sweetness of classic Coke. I actually don't like it. I used to love this, but I actually prefer the new stuff. All right, 250 milliliters, and we'll check back in a half an hour and see where we are. Okay, so it's been a half an hour now. I'm gonna check my blood again, and we're gonna see where we stand. Keep in mind, and like I said, there's 55 grams of sugar in classic Coke, but I only had half of it, so it's a 27.5 grams of sugar. So that's above where you should be. I think the metric according to this device, you should be anywhere between 3.9 and 7. Because I haven't eaten anything, it should be in that range. But again, the sugar is obviously, it's going to make a huge difference. So in conclusion, I think, the stevia is going to be, a good thing for people who really enjoy a cola, particularly Coke, and something that where diabetics and people who might struggle with weight, or it's probably something you want to check out. It's not available in every grocery store. I do find it hard to find. The cans especially, you can find the bottles in pretty much every convenience store, gas station type thing, but there's only one grocery store in town that sells it where I live. I know there's a few other places around, other people have found it, but take a look for it. The case in the grocery store is still green. It's a green cardboard, but the cans inside are designed similar to the bottle, where the can is all red and it has just a green trim on the top. But there you have it. I think it's something that everybody should check out. You might like it. Some people don't like the taste of stevia. I really do. And if you give it a try for a couple days, you might even find you like it better than classic Coke. Well, that's it for me for our review on Coke Stevia. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Better still, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. And we'll see you next time on 40 Plus Reviews.